Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and we are we've got a really cloudy day out there and we're all staying inside just trying to stay safe, okay? Right, so today one of you lovely ladies, and I really can't remember your name and I'm terribly sorry about this. I'm having a little bit of a hiccup with my YouTube channel. I don't, the comments aren't, somebody's turned them off. It wasn't me. Somebody's turned off the comments, so I've been on the internet this morning talking to someone at Google to try and fix it for me, so I'm going to find out what it is and get back to me later. Now, I hope that's not too long, so I'm sorry about this. So I love when I read the comments. It's when I get up of a morning so I can read my comments, and there was nothing there because I'm disabled, or whatever it was. I don't know. I tried to put them back on. I've used everything I can think of, so I had to go and talk to somebody about it. Now, this is a small... So I've come on here today to show you how to cover a journal with the fabric, like after you've got this far, because I don't know whether I've done that before or not, but somebody asked me if I could please do that and show you how to do it. Now, because, well, of the previous ones I've done, I've covered them, you know, with something. So, the thing that I'm going to use today, I think, is, because this is only a little blank journal that I've made, is that. I think I'll cover this one with this today. Okay. Now, this is a piece of embroidery that's made. This is pieces of doilies, all right, that are sewn together. That's a cross stitch somebody did. I tried to iron that, I promise, and it just didn't come out. I suppose it's very old and been squished that way for such a long time. Maybe it will come out or not, because this will fit round here. Look at that. Now, I do cover them after I finish filling them, I must say, but it doesn't matter. You can cover them before, because that's what I will do, because I'm not going to actually use this to work in myself. This will be one of the ones that will be in my Etsy later on. I planned on doing that this morning, but got up today and things weren't going right for me, so I thought, well, I'm going to do this instead, you know. So anyway, I've just put a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to hold that in there. And it's got some eco paper, I think that's what that's called, because I didn't do this. This was sent to me in here in the pockets. It's got 40-something pages front and back. And so what you do is you get your journal to this stage where you've picked out your papers and you have fastened them in. You know, like it's a tiny bit skew width, but you know, it's nothing. So I've actually got some really nice pieces of, what do you call that paper? Oh dear, it's over here somewhere. Where is it? It's called parchment paper. Well, a lot of them are, but they're just different. It's parchment paper, and they're different degrees of really nice, really good paper. Beautiful. This grey. Look at that grey one. And then I've got this piece of a bit of piano roll. That bit. Anyway, so there's just bits and pieces of things in there. This is what I did. I printed that off when I was running out of ink. I thought I'll have a go at this, see what I get. So I did that. And another piece of it there. But anyway, so that's the journal. Don't have to worry about that today. What we're going to do is we're going to put this onto here, okay? We're going to put this cover onto this journal. Now, really, truly, I did not make this to fit this cover. I just come in here a while ago and thought, now what am I putting on it? And this was there, righto? Now, when you put the things in, it will, of course, get a bit wider. Not wider. Well, the book will get a bit bigger than what it is now. So, this probably would need to be a tiny bit longer, this piece going round. Of course, it doesn't quite come across there. It's up to you, though. It doesn't really matter. If you don't want you cover this one here that I've got on. It doesn't necessarily cover the whole thing, does it? Because it's, you know, there's pieces sticking out the end because I've got all different sorts of stuff on there. You know, there's bits and pieces of everything on there. So therefore it's coming out the end. So it doesn't really matter what you do with them bits, but I'm thinking I'm just going to, I don't think I will extend it, because if you want to put things along there, that's really good, little edgings and stuff like that. And because this one will have a bit of trim around it anyway, I think. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some glue, and I use this as a rule, usually, to do it with. I'm hoping it's going to come out. I'm very disappointed in myself because I still don't think I brought that thing in here that I wanted to do this with, and I haven't. I've been using my bone folder because it's made out of stuff that you can actually rub the glue off, see? Your glue will come off really easy because I need something to spread it out, so I should probably get, a lot of people use those credit cards or something like that. I don't have one in here handy. I just have one in my person. I don't think I want to put stuff on that. I don't like to use it much anyway. So, we're going to, can't see nothing. I'm looking while I'm going to get my glue down here. So what I'm going to do is, this is all ready to go. Well, pretty much, you know, it's all stitched down, as far as I know. I didn't finish going along there, but you know, that's part of the plan now, isn't it? We're going to leave that in the plan. This is done, because what can happen is you can put something yourself on top of this. I can add something later if I wanted to. I've actually put that there. I've stitched down there and there. Actually, I didn't go all the way there or all the way there or finish down that one. But I'm not going to worry about that, because you can put something on there yourself or leave it like it is. It's done to me. I'm saying that's done. I'm calling it done, you see. That's what I'm saying today, because I've got that much stuff that I have to do. It makes me not do anything. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but you procrastinate if you've got so much stuff. You just be fiddling around. So all you need to do is get your glue, put it on your top, this page, of course. And you can use this, like, have any sort you want. You've got to just realise that the inside piece will be shown, unless, of course, you cover that with something. Some people just put another piece of paper on them or whatever. But I don't do this the way... This is how I do it, because I know a lot of people cover it round to the other side. I'll show you in a minute anyway. I can probably do the other one like that if I've got enough time. We'll see how I go. I don't know if I'll fit them both on the same thing, but I can show you how the other one's done. And it's best, I find, to use fabric, okay? You can use paper, but if you use paper, I'll show you the way to do that too, I suppose. There's lots of ways. Right, now make sure we've got to find out which side is this is up the right way. Okay, so this part here is going to be the front. And I hope I get that line on there really fast, really quick, really straight. So I'll put it down, okay? So I'll put it down. Like that. Okay. Now, we're missing a bit, are we? That there, see, is not fastened down because I haven't sewed anything on that, so I'll sew that down. I'll glue it down, I should say. This piece here needs to be glued down as well because I haven't sewed that part there. I sewed them, but then I've cut it down, so therefore it's not there anymore. The sewing, I'm going to take this out as well. Wait a minute. There's something to hook this up with. There's a hook yet. I need to get this thread out of here because I tacked it down, see, to hold it to start with. So I can just lift this up if it needs to be and stick it back down again if it needs to be. Right, I'm going to be cutting some of this off anyway because it's not, it's kicking under there. We'll have to get it out straight. Right. So hopefully in most cases if you put like, see how that's cut on the sewing? Don't worry about that because once you've got glue under there or on there, the glue shouldn't, it won't come off, you know, because it's glued. The stitching won't come undone. Well, hopefully it won't. Righto, so now you've got this and it's not straight at all. So this is your cover, right? It's soft and it's nice. It's a nice cover. If you can start from over here to trim it in the front or the back, whichever. Once you make sure it's all down. I'll have to come back in though and do it once I've cut some bits off, because I need to trim it off so it's straight. I'm going to get this so it's nice. This bit here's, even though I'm gluing this, I'm not going to actually have it, oh dear. I'll probably be cutting it off, but I want to get it level as much as I can, okay? So this glue is going to have to stick down nicely. I'll try this other one, maybe it's alright. See if it's good. Okay. So we got that. Okay. So now I can cut that and trim it. So I'm going to start back over here. I'm going to come along this one. This one still has to be stuck down a bit more. I can see that that's lifted up a tiny bit there. And just go across the top part here, right? This is if you want to like it neat and tidy. If you don't care, just leave it like it is. I mean, not to say don't care, but if you want to have that effect, just leave it. Just leave it if that's the effect you're looking for. If you want it straggly, sort of. Some people like it like that, so it's up to you whether you do or not. I'll get this organised in a minute and start cutting in a minute. Okay. Alright. Now we'll start this side again, this other end. This will be the bottom, this bit. Okay, and there's got a bit there's got to be stuck back down. Get over. Righto. And here, I think that part there's about right, isn't it? So you need to cut your piece, of course, to what size you think you're going to need it to be to cover it. Righto. So now I'm going to get something to put around the edge of it, and I think I know. I wonder if I've got enough of this. I like this. Looks good as edging. Looks really good as edges. Look. Now we need to see these bits here. We make sure we go and we get them bits. So I might use this glue for that, just to make sure that it's all stuck down. It looks a bit wonky, but I think that's because of the material that some of it's on. You know, some of the embroideries on the fabric is just all bubbled up a bit. Don't worry about that. We're all good. We can stick it down. Look, see, it's not a worry at all. And I'll come over here. This bit is not even stuck down that part. Look. And even go back from time to time and just check. I always keep my work near me, even before I've put it up for sale or whatever, for a while, and check it to make sure that it's not coming unstuck. You never know, or that you've missed a bit. Just go around and just check it and make sure you haven't missed a bit. And if you do, I'm sure it's okay. If you miss a bit, it's all right. Nobody panic, it's okay. We do our best to do what we can, you know, when we're doing these sort of things. It's all good. So you've seen how much glue I put on that, but too, you probably need a better one for the edges and that. I think a better sticking glue. This stuff's really good. A lady asked me about this. It is actually art glitter glue. I've seen a lot of people use it over the years. I always wanted some. When a friend of mine got me some, she got me 2 bottles actually, and she's also come along and filled them up for me again. So that was really good. She's my glue fairy, I said. But it's a little expensive, you know, but gee, it's good. It's very good stuff. I highly recommend it. You don't have to squeeze the heck out of the bottle for it to come out. It comes out really slow, and you buy the little tops, or sometimes the top comes with it, with the pin that goes in it, or you buy them if you don't buy you buy it separate if you want to. Now, I'm just looking here to see if I've got all these bits, and I don't think this one he's been got yet. He hasn't been got. I got him now, maybe. About round here, Sonya. That's what's a lot good about this glue thing. You can get that in anywhere. See? I'm still waiting to get myself a pin to put in it. Okay. I forget all the time. Last night I was trying to buy a fish toy for me cat. I didn't have very much success. I've seen it advertised on Facebook or somewhere that they flap about. They've got battery in them, and because I know he's getting bored of staying and getting sick of staying in here with us people. He is getting sick of staying in here with the old people. But he does that anyway, but it's just that the doors are not open and the windows all the time. We have the back door open and the bathroom window, but not far enough for the cat to go and... He sits on the piece of board out the back. Hubby's made it so it sits up near the door so he can see out. Because we've only got a top half, the bottom half's... you can't see through, okay, of the screen door. Okay, so that is on there. Okay, now I'm thinking I might put a little bit of trim across that, and or something here. I just don't know yet, but I'm thinking I might put this round, or what else have I got here? So there's something else I thought I could have, but this is very fine. This is a very fine piece, very old and vintagey, piece this is. Now, I could do this with it. I could do a wraparound, like so. If I wanted to do that, I could put that like so. And that would make the trim on the edge and in there, only just, maybe if I get a bit of something like that, but a bit wider. This might work. What do you think about that, eh? That'll go on inside too. So what you would do is you can put it up there first. Would I take it round like that or not? I don't think so. So which way do I want this to go? Do I want the cross bit for the top first and the top and the bottom, or another thing that you can do is get the get two lots and then you put them together like that, and that will glue together, and that will keep your pages and that all in that part all safe and secure in there, okay, and everything's pretty cool. Or you can do the wraparound thing, which I think, honestly, it's a bit harder because you've got to make sure you've got enough on the inside as well as the outside. If I put this here, if I put this around it, I'd have to put the rows on the inside as well as the outside, because you've got nothing covering that, okay? Once you glue that on there, you're going to see that there. So I think maybe you could do it that way, and then put the other that way as well. That's using a lot of trim, that is, to do two lots. Like if you go up there, back that way. But you could use a different thing on the inside, I suppose. You could just use a nice piece of thin lace on the inside, couldn't you? You don't have to have anything. So when I did this, I tried to make sure there was enough glue along that part, and it opens out. It might be a bit wrinkly, but you probably need that to have it, you know, if you got it too tight, it won't open, it'll be too stiff. So try and get it, you know, I just laid it down there, and it is sitting up a bit, but I'm not going to worry about that, because once you put things in there, that's going to build it up a lot thicker, so I'm not going to worry about that part at all. Let me see, what other colour sort of, well, that's not going to go very far, is it? That's awful short. I've got something a bit longer. Let me see. Well, I've got a heap of that, so I don't need to really think about that piece yet. Where's something to put around there? This is interesting. I wonder what that'd look like. I've never tried that sort of thing before. But it's got ribbon on it, and ribbon tends to show the glue. That's kind of sort of very vintage looking, isn't it now? Very much so. It is. I kind of like that. That's made it sort of vintage looking. Yes, that should be enough. I'll just take that round once, and then I might put a bit of this on the inside. I think that might work. Hopefully this is going to work, okay? Try not to throw that back anymore, you'll have nothing left in a minute. Okay, so we're going to put this around. So I want it to come, do I want this over the pieces going across the bottom? Do I or not? You know, do I want to go this way and then put this over the top? It's up to you what you do. You know, like if I put it, they going across there, then I'll have that bit going down here, won't I? I think I like that. It's something different, isn't it? Or do I? I think I quite like something better. I just feel like I want to put only one row of string around it, or got one row of lace around it. Instead of going around there twice. No, they're not thick enough. They're not thick enough. And probably not long enough either. The ribbons down there, they're not going to work, I don't think. What's in this one? I kind of decided what I was going to do, but you know what? Now I've changed my mind, haven't I? I've got two boxes here and they keep getting stuck together for some reason. Righto, now we should have a piece in here. There'll be a piece in here we'll like, won't there? This is neat. Might be too dark. And that's neat. This will go around it, I think. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing what this one here's a bit thinner. It might be better to wrap it. Let's have a look and see what they look like. One of those. What do you reckon? Okay. I think I'll have to think about that. Maybe that might be able to be the tie that goes around it. What do you reckon? I think this looks better. I do like that a bit better, I think. Do you like that a bit better? Yeah. Are they both the same? I think they are. And then I have this, which is really a lot of that there. There's a real lot of this here. It's a lot lighter, but I'd have to put two rows, you know, so there'd be another row on the inside and that'd come there like that behind it. This one. Alright. Get rid of that bit. I think I'd rather that piece straight on there and this piece in the inside. What do you reckon? We're still going to be sticking down a lot of stuff. And that's all right, I don't mind that. I just want to make sure that I've got it how I want it to be. I do like this one. There's only light. The colour. The colour goes really good with that piece. Okay, let's do this. We're going to stick down this piece across the top here, okay? So I'm going to use this glue because it's going to stick for me a lot faster than the other one because it gives you too much wiggle room. Gives you a bit of wiggle room, that one. Only thing is this is going to take a little minute to get down here, but it'll be there, don't worry about that. Hope I've got enough here to go around. Maybe, maybe not. Probably about just the amount I need, I guess. So let's go across here and hopefully this will be what I'm wanting to do. I'd say it is. You watch me think about this while I'm putting the glue down and then change my mind, eh? Oh dear, I will, because I really like this. I'm not naughty. I just can't help it, you see, because I want to... I want to put this piece on here. And I've only put that much glue on so far, so I can just come that far. Okay. You'd be hoping I got this up the right way. I think I do. Looks good that way, doesn't it? It looks all right. This is glued here today. It'll be nice, I suppose, because it's cold. It doesn't want to come out. Come out, please, come out. Straight as you can. Best you can is do your best. That's all you can do, is your best you can. You don't have to worry, it'll be fine. Hope I'm in the shot here somewhere. Should have put a bit of something up there first, shouldn't I? Just along here, something there. What have I got? Nothing close by, have I? Not something that I want to put on, I don't think. No, let's keep going. If we put something up there, we'll just have to do it later. So I glue that right to the edge. I don't know if I did because I was going to stop and fiddle around with that other bit. Righto. Cut that off. That's the end. And I've got glue on these scissors. Just move him along. Should be right if he just moved out. He doesn't need to be exactly, but he's pretty close. I'll get a bit more glue down in there now, don't I? I really like that, the way that goes there. Wonder how much I've got. I think I should have enough to go around it, but whether I've got enough to go. So that piece is going to go up there after I've put this piece around here, of course. Around the bottom. I'll put the bottom bit on. So you can do this with any, like, sort of thing. Like you can use a bit of wallpaper, is good to put them down with too. This is coming and lifting up on me because you can, because wallpaper works really good. But I wouldn't do, I know other people use paper. I'll show you that. I'll show you in a minute about the paper. One. More glue, Sonya, because it won't stick if you don't. Now, which way is that? That way. I've got stuff on this end. Wrong. I've got the wrong end. Here we go. I pull the other side there too tight. I can see that. So don't you do that, okay? Don't you be pulling yours now too tight, okay? Just the best you can. Just put it down even and slowly, because this is going to have more glue underneath these pieces. I can see some of them are picking up, lifting themselves up there. A bits of fluff. There's lots of always fluff on my stuff in here. Scary. When you do things that I use all the fabric and stuff that I do all the time, it happens, doesn't it? You get fluff. Just a quick look there to make sure that that's not bad. Look at that, that's not bad, is it? There we go. Looks like it's stuck it down pretty good. Well, whether it's stuck on it, I don't know, but it's good. It's in the right place. It's a start. And I will just put that on there. Glue, I'm having a terrible time with this glue, it's horrible. Horrible to me today. Never worried me before, but when I got that new one, of course it does now. It worries me now. Make sure that you haven't stuck your pages down, which I did that one a bit. Okay, so there's that bit on there. Okay, I'll stand that there. I've actually got it standing inside my fluffy thing roll I should probably use. Hopefully nothing will fall down, not too much will come down. I'll just sit in there for a minute while I organise this side here. And this has got to go down here like this. Nope, this way. Make sure you got the right end. You need to check on that all before you start, because you don't want to not have that right. Now, because I've got that bit going across this top, I'm going to start fair there. So it meets nice. Okay. Let's get the glue off the top of here. And hopefully it'll run out nicely. It'll probably come pouring out now flat out. Oh no, it's only just going steady. That's good. Oh, look at the difference it makes when you stand it up straight, Sonya. Or upside down, I mean to say. I'll just go here, but I've got to cut that bit off. This way. Try not to put yourself, your hands or yourself in your glue. That's something I do sometimes. I get stuck on me. Now, I might not have this all stuck down properly either, so we'll look into that. I'll have to look into that. I can cut a bit more off that too, I think. Oh no, it's right. How'd that look? Pretty cool, hey? Right. This bit, whoops, take the end off the glue. Might lose a bit of glue, but I'll save me stress levels down a bit. Trying to get it out. I need to put this paper up a bit high so I can put it on there. That's the way. Put it in there, son. To keep it leaning down in the floor. I don't want to talk about me mess. I don't want to talk about me mess. Just my untidy. I should have called it just my untidy because I just can't. I will do it though. Me and hubby talked about it last night. He said, go in there, set the ringer, do an hour and then get out. Okay? So I'm going to start that this afternoon because I can't do it while I'm doing this. If I start to clean up, I won't get the video done. If I start to do the video, I won't get the clean up done. So I'm going to do it apart. I'm going to do my videos of a morning. Now, I do like how that looks. I do like that how that looks. That's just, you know, that's original, isn't it? It's original. So that's how you put that bit on. Now, in the inside, you want to go and you want to tidy this up. You can leave it like it is. It doesn't look too bad. Maybe we won't have to tidy it because there's a bit of something. If you cut a hole in, you will, Sonya. It just depends how it looks first. Wait a minute, we're going to check it out. We might even leave it because I like the effect of it on the edge. Well, so far that looks good. Gee, we hope the back does too, and we'll be right. There you go. It's not bad at all. It's only got a few little tiny bits of bits and pieces. But you know what? That doesn't matter. It's all good. It'll be fine. I'm just going to cut that bit off there. And wreck the whole thing. Just cut a tiny bit off that end there. A tiny bit. That's it. No more. Okay. So that's cool. Look at that. That's how you do that. And if you're upset by the look of the inside part, which I'm not, I might even still put a pocket at the front of these. Let that trim off there a bit further. And I'll probably come back and glue a bit more of that edging down a bit later and see if I've got anything here, you know, like any bits under there, see? See that there? I can run the glue along there. I'll do that now so we won't forget about this. Make sure it's coming out before you start. Get going, come on. Yeah. Please. Oh dear. Come on. Yeah, I can see it now. Righto. Good. Now I don't know if I want to put anything more on the outside of this because, like I said, I'm just going to put in my Etsy. And probably people would like to do their own thing on the cover. This one here is a tiny bit tight, this piece. But we're going to live with that. It's not going to be too bad. It's a tiny bit tight. And we learn, you know. But sometimes when you're doing things, you think you just know what you're doing. You just get on with it, don't you? You think that would work last time for me. I'll just keep going. And it's okay because we can fix that. If we're too worried about it, we'll take it off. But I don't think I'm going to. Don't think I'm going to do that. I think the rest of it might be down properly. There's a pin or something to put in this, or the lid. Anything will be nice. Oh dear, my glue's gone everywhere. Oh, look at that, Sonya. You're a star, you. I got a little double of glue here, as you can see. Look at that. That's me. For you. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, here's the lid off this one. I should have... Why didn't I close the end of that before I turned it upside down, that pot? Anybody say, Sonya, close the end of that before you put it in that thing? Oh, I'll deal with that later. I will deal with that later. So now I've only got a few... Well, I haven't got that much time. That's the front, because I've got everything up this way. Yes, there's writing and pocket. I have another one, but I'm going to do it the same way as far as I know. I just don't know what I'm going to put on it. And these pieces here that are kicking up, it doesn't matter. I'll put something around the edge around it to tie it up. Now, if you want to do the other way, we should have a little bit of time just to give you a quick idea on how to do this sort of one. I've got 3 minutes, but I'm only going to show you the basic thing, okay? We can't put it together, I don't think, because I do it in green. I've got all these really nice pieces that I use on different things, like for sewing and stuff, and probably some of them could need ironing, but I don't have quite the time to do that today. But what you do is, I might use this one here. I want this to be neutral, this one, and I'll put something on it or not, it doesn't matter. Where did I get that from? There's no spare space there now. Something else jumped in there while I wasn't looking. Okay, so what you need to do, if you want to cover this with the fabric as well, like in the inside, let me see, I'll show you. Stop talking and just give you a bit of a peep. Right, so because I've started with my stitching down here, right there, I'm going to be able to get this, you know, you used to cover your school book, and I'm going to put that up in under there, and I'm going to go along here. I can't do it now, I don't think, because I don't have time, but I'll just give you a quick demonstration on it. And then the same at this end, push it in there, right? These, Maybe I can just cut this along here and just make sure I've got enough stuff to do this. And if you want it to be about an inch bigger than the actual book all the way around, okay? Or 3/4 of an inch, because an inch I realise is quite large compared because I'm not used to. Now I stuck that in that glue. Ah dear, I bet you all knew I was going to do that. I was waiting for it to set and I was going to roll it up in a ball and get rid of it. But no, that's not going to happen, Sonya. You're just going to have to try and wipe your scissors a bit for a second. 45 minutes I had on that. I just hope I can do this and it gets up on there for you. Righto. So for fabric, you'll do it the same way as you did your school books. You know, you'll do this, right? Hang on, the wrong thing. So I've got all them that way. You can glue all that down. You got to cut this across here. Maybe you should do that first. You can stick this down first, okay? Put some stuff on that. Stick that down. Cut this across here. Leave a tiny, tiny bit on the edge. Tiny bit. Should go up there. And then that comes over there like so. And then you've got that piece. You shouldn't have that piece sitting out there. Sonya's got that bit. This is not a way that I do mine, because I just don't like having that piece there, and I can't figure out how to do it any other way. Other people have got the ideas. Anyways, and that turns in, and then you put a piece of fabric on the inside over the top of here, okay? Put another piece of fabric over the top of that, the same size as your page, or a little bit shorter, or you can use paper. You can put a piece of paper over it. After you've stuck all this down, you can put a piece of paper over there, okay? Then the other thing I said, well, you can cover the front with paper, the back with paper, and then you get a piece of, okay, stop. You get a piece of fabric, and you put the fabric as a back piece here, you know, just like a strip, and put that down there, and then it will move a lot better. Don't take your paper all the way around like that. Just put your paper on the front, your paper on the back, well, all to the side. You don't have to take it right to the edge. Just bring it to there, and then get a strip of this, like cut it down like so, and just have it the same length as this here part, and then you put that over there like so. So if I wanted to leave the cover that's on there like that, because I do like it actually, that cream piece, and I did have a cover of paper, handmade paper that I used as the cover to start with, I think, but then I changed my mind and I took it off. But if you wanted to do that, and just leave just do your back piece there, just put that down. If you've got a nice piece of paper here, all you need to do is put that on top of it. But if you want to cover this, just put the paper on that section. This is only a small book, so it won't matter. But if you were doing something with a few signatures in it, you probably make sure you don't put the paper. Won't move as good. Or this is good paper, so it might. But anyway, so that's another way that you can actually do the back of them. But anyway, so that's how you put your piece of fabric onto your journal. And then if you wanted to, which I didn't, but I talked about, we could go around the edge like that with another piece of trim. Different sort or the same, it doesn't matter. It's up to you if you want to do that. I like what I've got there myself. But you can do something like that, you know, so that's all around the outside. But that covers the book mostly. There's a little bit sticking out. I'm not going to worry about that. You could cut it off if you want to, but I don't want to fiddle with that. I'm going to leave that alone. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that little talk on how to do that, and we'll talk to you later. So have a good day. Bye-bye.